Welcome back, everybody. It's Conger Live. In today's video, we are going to be speculating about the different things the skills for Fugitoid might do. Now, we should be seeing him arrive in the game data anytime soon. By the time you see this, it might already be there, but it's not there right now. So if we go to Heroes, you can see he is not here yet. So, but we do have his card, so we're going to take a look at that, and then we're also going to take a look at what tunes have I been using to get really good scores in this anniversary event. So let's go get into it. Okay, so first we're looking at Fugitoid and his portrait card, his profile here. We have his active skill, which is his special up here at the top, called Hypercharge, and we have these lightning bolts coming out of his eyes, so we know that's going to be some sort of line damage. And not sure what this electrical damage might do, if it's going to disarm or stun or slow, but he's probably going to do some sort of status effect, maybe reduce barrier or reduce focus, something like that. We know he's a support blaster, so maybe it will also give some sort of bonus to allies it goes through. It says hypercharge, so maybe he's going to give haste to all of his friends. I'm not sure. What do you guys think hypercharge is going to do? Leave a comment down below. His first auto skill, which happens automatically, this one is the one you unlock at like level 10 for the first tier. Arm cannon auto skill. This is probably just going to do some damage to some nearby enemies. Pretty basic for the first auto skill. Maybe some sort of stripping away defense or lowering some sort of stat like alertness. Not quite sure, but that'll be a simple damage skill there. Fusion shields for his auto skill 2. Now this, by the word shields, we're going to be giving defense out. Now, probably not only to himself, but to anybody who's near him. It could be everyone on the team. Not sure how often this is going to happen, but he's probably also going to give, with that fusion shields, I'm assuming some barrier, being that he is a blaster character. And blaster characters with the focus and the barrier is coming into the meta, it feels like. So I have a feeling that he's going to help kind of stave off other blaster characters with some barrier included in this defense that he's being given. Now his first passive, Sal, S-A-L. So if anyone knows what that might be referring to, please let me know in the comments down below. I probably could have done a little bit more research before making this, but I am clueless what Sal means, right? So the hardcore Turtle fans, tell me, what does Sal mean? That would probably give us some more insight as to what that passive does. Salvage? I don't know. I really don't know. And then Scientific Pursuits for the passive skill 2. This, of course, being that he's a support primarily and then a blaster. I have a feeling this is going to increase will, very likely. Because will is something I would associate with probably being like an intelligence kind of stat here, where we're going to able to get our specials off more often. He's probably also going to give some other bonuses, whether it be focus, barrier. Once again, those are the kind of effects I think that are coming into this. So let me know what you guys think about Fugitoid's kit. What do you think these skills are going to do? Leave a comment down below. I know we will know soon enough, and I will break down all those skills once he's in the game. Let's go take a look at what I'm doing for the anniversary event.
A few moments later.
Okay, here we are. You see, I haven't done any of my battles yet today, and this is the team that I used. Technodon, Irma, Leo, Tempestra, and Mona Lisa. This was on day 1 and day 2. The mutation doesn't really matter, I don't think, after doing some testing, because you don't really need the extra damage output. You just need to get damage out as fast as possible. Now, Technodon spawns the turrets, and he also gets some haste out of that. And the rest of these characters also have haste or lots of AoE, which is why they work. Both Tempestra and Mona have AoE on their basics. So this is what got me the 758 yesterday. I think I was only like 728. But some people are breaking 800,000 and they are using different heroes than this. So I'm going to kind of look at some of these variations here in a minute. But we're going to do my first run so everybody can see this is what's going on. Now, the reason why I think the summoning units are doing such a great job, instability, what is this? Now, this instability was a bug on the trials where you could go further, but what I experienced when I've had instability before is I'm actually losing time. So you don't want to try and have sort of connection issues. But what I think the summoning units, the big strength that they are doing, I didn't have any summon units out. Notice we have to run to the other side of the board. I feel like the summon units being on the board help keep the summoning of the enemies on one side of the field. Now that's key to getting a good score. The RNG of having all the new units summon on the same side of the field throughout the entire minute and a half, because I noticed on my alt account having to run back and forth was really hurting the score overall. Of course, RNG is part of it. I have a feeling, I'm not 100%, that the units that are summoned are also random. So the amount of hit points that they have affecting how many points you can get might be a part of it, but I'm not 100%. It could be very programmed into it. I haven't paid close enough attention. I just know that I want the enemy units to keep summoning here on the left side of the screen now that I'm here, although we did go to the right at first. If at all possible, it's nice if you go to the right and they stay on the right the whole time. I think that's where you're going to have the best opportunity to get the most points. Now, because Technodon summons, the other character that some people are using to get these high scores is, of course, Rat King. So I am going to try using Rat King as well in some future runs. Excuse me, I need some water. But to keep this video short, I'm only going to show you my first run. It should still be a decent score. We're at 40 seconds, already hitting 300,000. So we should be able to double that, get over 600,000, which should be a decent enough score. My alt today, so far, high score of 718. And my alt is using Bebop. Bebop is a great alternative for a big blaster character. Now, you may only need one big blaster character like Irma or Tempestra or Bebop. And then the other tools are there to help you maintain this control. Notice the spawning is continuing to happen on the left, and I do believe that this is because of the spawning from Technodon specifically. Although Rat King's rats may also cause the same effect. Also having them all be blaster ranged type units might make a huge effect. Now people are saying, why are you using Leo? Well, Leo does also give haste, and at 250 where I have him, he also gives will. So they're going to be using their skills more often and being able to attack more quickly to help you get more points for this short event. Now, of course, Exquisite, I know you guys are like, why did you give out the secret sauce so soon? This is the end of day 3. So we're basically halfway through the event, not quite. But I do still feel that we can do very well for those of us who've already been doing this for our weekly and for the daily. It's good to have some challenge because the difference between first, second, third place is only 10 bits difference for the top few tiers. So let the games begin, so to speak. Also, some players aren't going to have access to the summoning units like Rat King and Technodon. So if you don't, then whatever you can to get some haste and some AoE to get the highest score as possible. So this first run, not the most ideal. RNG plays a factor running from one side to the other, but 609 is still a wonderful score. And if we take a look at our leaderboard, because I just started this, so the players you get matched up against are players who started at the same time as you. So daily, even though I only got 600,000 as opposed to 700 or 800, the top player right now is 320. So I'm definitely taking that. And then for the event, I have nothing to worry about here. Although it looks like Raging Canasian has made some headway to potentially come back. We'll see. I'm only a couple 100,000 ahead of him. But if I maximize my points today, I should be able to stay ahead. Purple Dragons, yeah, they've definitely kind of figured it out. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. I hope that this was helpful. Want to keep this video as short as possible. I'm going to do the rest of my runs. Hopefully I can get a better score. Don't forget to ninja kick the like button. Subscribe for more TMNT Mutant Madness content, and we'll see you guys